in Vasundhara now. She will talk about her business. She's a member, and we also can have the quick slide on her. So Vasundhara, over to you. You can talk about your business. And I know you are into so many things. खुद का book लिख दिया. You have your Read and Lead initiative. So Vasundhara Jakka अच्छा is energy and enthusiasm personified, which I already know.
To begin with, I would just give my introduction. I'm Vasundhara Jakka. I'm a corporate trainer. I specifically work in the domain of attitude training and behavioral training. And my style of training is experiential. What do I mean by training in attitude training or behavioral training is I conduct sessions around behaviors. What are those behaviors that will matter, basically? And behaviors come from beliefs. So I also deal with how do you understand what are your underlying beliefs and why is it that you're behaving in a particular manner? Because I believe in Devdutt Patnaik's 3B model. Belief gives you behavior and behavior gives you business. Jaisi soch, vaisa vyavahar, vaisa vyapar. It's coming to why beliefs are important and why do I cover that in training first is because why is more important. For example, if I believe why I have started the business, the belief is I want to make money. Your behavior is going to be different and accordingly, the consequence of your behavior or the decisions that you take are going to be different. If I believe that this business is for employees, accordingly you will behave, accordingly your decisions will be taken and accordingly you will see the results and consequence. If you believe that I have started this business so that my customers are happy, accordingly your decisions, your behaviors, and accordingly you will see results. And that's why many a times we don't know ye kyun ho raha hai mere sath is generally because problem shayad behavior ke pehle bhi wo belief mein hai. So in attitude training or behavioral training, we talk about that and the behavior part, and then we also give you certain tools. So just for your understanding, what I do training sessions is on art of influencing, art of rapport building. Many a times I know that end of any business communication, I want to convince somebody. ये सबको पता है. But convince करने के लिए मेरे को एक conveying model चाहिए. How do I convey? What is my communication skills? How do I, conduct my critical conversations? What are the problems? Is my language a problem? Is my, the way I communicate, the media is a problem? Is preferred communication is one-on-one or will he prefer email or will he prefer WhatsApp? There are many aspects that you have to know in conveying. But before even conveying, what comes is connect. And that most of us, we miss on. So, you want to convince, convey part tak mere ko pata, but convey ke pehle bhi mera connect hai. If I have a good connect, I can convey in any way, anyhow, and the person is going to get convinced. And for that connect, you have to really work very, very hard. And most of the part I think BLL is doing is that, your visibility, your credibility, how do you create your accountability, how do you shine on, that continuous recall has to be there. And that's going to be, creating your connect. So that is what, I generally talk about. So that's going to be art of influencing, art of negotiation. What are the different tools and techniques for negotiation? What is the difference between bargain and negotiation? Most of the time, smaller businesses think, "Mere ko to sirf rate mein kam karke business lena hai," and that is where we all are stuck to. But can we look beyond? Can we understand that, it's not just a small pie? I can, offer a bigger pizza or bigger basket. It's not only one product that I'm talking about. I'm also, giving him a lot of other things. Then what are those other things that I'm giving? I should be aware about. Then I can negotiate. Right? So we think negotiation is bargaining. It's not. Negotiation is actually knowing that the other person also needs you the same way you need him. So, I talk about then time management and a lot of other things. So I'm not getting into what I do, but that's what I generally do. And I do it through games and role plays and drama and skits and facilitation tools. So it's completely interactive. So online sessions don't give justice to my sessions, but then pandemic, we had to move on, and we did.
I think it's a good thing, Vasundhara. Physical
Yeah.
तो आप कर रही ही रही हो, but online, you know, quickly when you
Yeah.
want to reach to a larger segment,
Correct, correct, correct.
both
I do agree.
So, you
I
know,
do agree.
those-
Person from Chennai can attend me, or
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So
वो
now
spark
that's-
होगा thought through, you know,
Correct.
these sessions that you do.
So that has absolutely helped. I think pandemic just opened our eyes, and I think we also understood that adaptability is the most important thing in any business, in any services. It was a slap on everybody's face कि मैं ऐसा हूँ, अभी मेरा है ये ऐसा चलाओ, नहीं भाई नहीं चलता है. I also as a trainer, I said नहीं, I'm a behavioral trainer and an experiential trainer. मैं क्या करूँगी online? खत्म, मैं बंद कर दूँगी. But no, I had to change and it to work. So I think everybody of us changed, and everybody understood that there is always a way if you're looking for it. So that's how I think my introduction, or the experiential part of it. So Shweta has actually asked me to speak about my book, and I grabbed that opportunity because the book is just published in March first week. And this is the first time that I'm talking online about my book. So I'm very excited. A mother is very excited about when she's asked to talk about her child. And earlier it was only launches after launches. I did it through Read to Lead, and I also had one private launch. So this is for the first time that I'm talking about my book. So very proudly, this is my book, which is Mastermind. And why this book is because if you see right from childhood, one thing that's remained constant in me is expression, sharing. Even when I was going to college, my sisters used to literally wait for me to come back from college. Even if it's a mundane activity like I traveling in auto, I will have something to share about something funny, something humorous, something sensitive, somebody cried, or how we had fun, what naughty things I did with professors, or whatever. And this to literally wait. So, that's been always there. And expression, number one. Second is I read. Otherwise, also I love reading. My profession demands me to read because I'm into training. So only through reading, I'll gain my knowledge. At the same time, I also understand different perspectives. It can reach anywhere. In 300 rupees, if you're going to get, crux of almost 10 to 12 workshops of mine, then I think it reaches, it serves my purpose of my mission, my personal mission of making people more happy and more confident. So I thought one book banta hai. And to tell you very frankly, I'm not a typical author because I'm not an author. मेरे रग रग में एक ट्रेनर बसा है. Whatever time I spend one-on-one with anybody, or today that this 30 to 40 minutes that you all have given, अगर at end of it somebody feels aha, अरे यार ये तो सोचा ही नहीं था, वो अगर moment नहीं आता है तो I feel I have wasted my time and your time. So that's the kind of a person I am, and that's why I thought training is my internal calling. And so this book is actually more of a workshop. So you will have different topics, and we'll go deep dive in topics. I believe in power of stories. I will be interested and intrigued to listen to story format, and stories you don't have to really sell it. It is sold. People are, the moment you start on the stage about your personal story or any story, you have your audience with you. So the entire book is explained, sprinkled with stories from my life, from whatever stories I've gathered from my training, or Mahabharata stories, Panchatantra stories, or stories that would inspire me. So that's the format. Then during the training, how I throw questions to ponder, because मेरा answer सिर्फ मेरे पास है. I completely believe in aham brahmasmi. तुम्हारा इंटीरियर डिजाइनर आके तुमको उसके हिसाब से घर बना के देगा, पर आपका घर आपके हिसाब से सिर्फ आप ही बना सकते, बिकॉज यू नो, ऑब्वियसली यू कैन टेक द एक्सपर्टीज, बट अल्टीमेटली आई नो हाउ आई वांट टू गेट अप, वेयर डू आई गेट अप, व्हाट टाइम डू आई गेट अप, हाउ डू आई ब्रश, हाउ इज माय किचन, हाउ व्हाट्स माय हैबिट. सो अल्टीमेटली आई नो इट. The only thing is I'm not ready to see it. That's there inside. So that's what we do. So when I was thinking about this book, I thought there has to be certain questions thrown in the book also for you to ponder upon, for you to sit with a paper and pen and write down the answers, which will give you your problem solution to yourself, which you know already. That is one part. And at end of it, I've also shared, in the beginning, I was just sharing, there is a clip or link to an meditation, visual guided meditation pertaining to that particular topic. If I'm talking about, how do you, how do you take care of your past experiences which are haunting you? So the meditation clip will be actually taking, it's just 7 to 8 minutes. We don't have time now, to go for 1 hour meditation and also that. Those are the clips generally I use it in the workshop also. So they are tried and tested this thing. So that link is also given at end of it. And that's how the the book is. And I'm definite all of you would want to take the book. It's available on Amazon, Flipkart. Just type Mastermind and Vasundhara Jakka. And definitely.
Vasundhara, I'll ask you a very specific question. अगर मुझे 3 things why I should, if my question is मुझे क्या 3 चीजों के लिए why I should read the book, or top 1, 2, what is your answer to that?
See, ultimately, the book talks about 2 major things. One thing that is your internal critic, which actually stops you from moving ahead. And what are those other influences which are actually creating, we are unaware that there is an internal mind chatter which is actually stopping you from doing what you are capable of, or more than what you can think of. So it's a blind spot for you. And today typically I would like to talk about one topic which is on failures, because I think what most important thing as an entrepreneur is every day I get up, I have that energy, and then life happens, and there are so many rejections, there are so many things that are taking my confidence down. I see failures, I have been thrown out of the door, or I have been shown the door, and that energy keeps going down. I have been asked again and again, I'm asking, yaar, am I doing right thing, karu kya, business? And again you have to sleep and get up in the morning with the same vigor, with the same energy. And that's what actually separates you from the clutter, because giving up is very easy in any business. Chalu mein, I do sessions for youngsters also, colleges also. And today, Shweta Padma, 95% of the crowd wants to, they entrepreneur banna hai. Kya banna hai? Entrepreneur banna hai. Or CEO banna hai. But kya karna hai? Kyun karna hai? Kiske paas answer nahi hai. And tumko pata hai why they think, I'm going to be my own boss. There is no limit for, money. These are the answers that they actually have. So it's only, fairy tale. And then they only listen to the stories of 21 year now, earning in lakhs and millions. It's made too glamorous, but nobody talks about the problems and the failures that the person goes through. Forget about year mein, every day he's slapped 10 times. Yeah, every day he has to get up, and that is what actually makes him a successful person. So the whole idea is, if you want to be in business, then how do you handle these failures? So I'll talk about that for last 10 minutes. And then if you have any questions, we can take. So, yeah. So the book talks about, moreover, I would metaphorically, because I'm an experiential trainer, I'm tempted to show you something and then connect it to the book. So this is a potato. This is an egg. and this is coffee powder. And all of them are, exposed to boiling water pot for 20 minutes. What will happen is potato is hard, which will become soft. Egg is soft, which will become hard. And coffee powder is powder, which will become a decoction oil. So likewise, the book remains same for all of you, like boiling water pot. Everybody right now listening to me, or everybody that I talk to during my workshop, or everybody we meet is in business, has certain problems which are common, but has certain issues which are unique to them because of the life stage, because of the monetary issues, because of the resources they have, because of the skill sets they have, because of the skill sets they don't have, because of the weaknesses they have, because of the strengths they have. They're unique. It's unique to them. Right from childhood, I have heard my father saying, and with good intention, he must have said, कि ज़्यादा पैसा होने से प्रॉब्लम आता है. तुम बासमती चावल खा सकते हो, तुम सोने का चावल नहीं खा सकते हो. And these are the things that I've heard again and again. The importance to Saraswati more than Lakshmi. And fine. I mean, my life was not a problem because of that, but because of that, I truly, really, really was believing that over money is not good. I was shying away from asking for money. I was shying away from money. And when I understood, okay, these are the, reasons why, this is working on my belief systems. That's why my behavior and this, I actually gave a thought. And then I realized that I have to understand that I'm a good person, good human being. If I have more money, I'm going to utilize it for a good purpose than somebody who is going to use it for ill effect. And suddenly everything changed. So that's what I want, people to understand, that certain influences have happened in your childhood. Papa ने ऐसे ही बोल दिया कि तुम्हारा ना कुछ नहीं हो सकता, बस मैं दिल में बैठ के लेके बैठ गया हूँ. So there are a lot of examples given. Then it talks about certain beliefs that have been formed because of the past experiences. पहले कुछ हुआ है, पहले कुछ मेरे लाइफ में हुआ है. I have done something, I have heard something, and that has become now my belief, and that is now stopping me from achieving. Or the book also talks about certain fears and failures, which I'm going to talk a little bit at length. It talks about certain judgments that others have passed has also created certain problems for you, or you yourself keep passing certain judgments on yourself. That also creates a problem. The next chapter is about perfectionist attitude, which everybody talks greatly about, and I have nothing against it. But especially for the business community and the people who are now going to be entrepreneurs, let me tell you that perfection is a myth. If I keep saying कि इतना perfect होएगा ना, तभी मैं ये launch करूँगा, नहीं होने वाला है boss. Whatever you have and you think this is good to go make a prototype, put it in the market, take the feedback, listen to the critical feedback, improve on it, get back to the market again. And that's the spirit that you will have to go with. Then these are the things that will actually stop you. The second section talks about getting into action. So, how to get out of your comfort zone. It talks about the pimple theory. That means I am, back from beauty parlor and done up completely, pura best sari, best hairdo, pura mera face glow ho raha hai. But I am worried about एक pimple मेरा जो face पे आया है. That's the pimple theory. तो मेरा पूरा focus है जो नहीं चल रहा है. Boss तेरे पास इतना कुछ है, उस पे तो ध्यान दे. क्या कर सकते हैं, उस पे तो ध्यान दे. Are you really looking at everything best? No, you are only cribbing about ये नहीं, ये होता ना best, ये नहीं होना चाहिए था, ये नहीं होना चाहिए था. Boss, leave it. You still have a lot. Just whenever you feel I want to do this, don't just think about it. Do it. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just do it. And and after all of it, then it talks about the importance of confidence. What confidence is. लोगों को लगता है मैं when I do the workshop, people say, if I had confidence like you na Vasundhara, I would have done this. कहाँ से मतलब what do you think I have injected this confidence? No. At the end of the book there is a story of mine, and you all will not believe. Just 10 years before, Vasundhara was scared to talk to a person in blazer. Can you believe this? Because I had just started my journey. It was a second inning, 10 साल पूरा सिर्फ बच्चों को संभाला था. And I was always a confident girl, but then suddenly वो 10 साल का जो gap पड़ा था. And I was in that conference thinking, pata nahi, and my throat was parched to even say, I am Vasundhara and I want to be in behavioral training. So I have also gone through the entire journey and I know what it takes to be confident. And today I'm giving sessions on confidence building. तो मैं कर सकती हूँ तो कोई भी कर सकता है, boss. And that's what the chapter on confidence talks about. And it also talks about death as a compass for your life. In just one line, if I have to tell you how I use it, is we are scared of death actually, कि पता नहीं, but it's an equalizer. सबको आना है, मुझे पता नहीं कल, next moment I think you will get and उससे डरना क्या है? Let's use it to our advantage. So how I use it is, every day when I go to bed, I actually think it's deathbed. And when I'm sleeping, I just ask myself, was the best day of my life that I can die peacefully now? Have I hurt anybody? Have I created value for somebody? Did I enjoy whenever I could? Did I create some good relations? Did I connect to somebody? And if the answer is yes, aane do death ko, koi problem nahi. And that's what makes me happy and get up next day with the same energy. So those are the kind of tools that I have given. Failures are anyway going to come, right? You can't say anybody, if he's saying कि नहीं मेरे को कोई failure आया ही नहीं boss, बस ऐसा मक्खन जैसा मैं चालू किया and it just went on smooth and everything that I got is just because it just everybody was having that wow and I never got any rejection. If anybody is claiming that, तो उसका लाइफ में सुनामी आने को है. Because I personally believe, जो तुमको सक्सेस इजीली मिल गया ना, वो सर्वाइव नहीं हो सकता है. वो सक्सेस जो is standing on the strong pillars of effort and failures and rejections, वो सक्सेस कैरी करता है for a longer time. Because अगर यहाँ पे ये मोड़ आया है तो मैं यार फिर से खड़ा कर सकता हूँ, ये मैं किया है यार. That is the confidence that we are talking about, and that will come only when you are going through failures. So failures are going to come. One media person is taking an interview of a successful entrepreneur and is saying, sir, please एक mantra देना sir about your success, कैसा आपको success मिला. So he says, right decision. Which is right decision. So, but how do you take a right decision? So please tell us. He says, you know what? By taking wrong decisions. You cannot ensure, boss, कि जो मैं बोलूँगा वो ऐसी होने वाला है. Wrong decision से सीखो. Wrong decision से failure आएगा, ठीक है. But don't make it as a life threat कि हाँ बस अभी मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं हूँ. Suddenly don't connect it to your self confidence and your capability. No, learn from that failure. So ultimately, even if a failure has happened, now look at it, what can be done, because there are certain things cannot be done. What keeps us away is shame. The book talks about that, what shame is all about and why we are so fearful about shame. What keeps us away from this is also ego. Ego is nothing bad. It's your feeling about yourself, that your self-esteem. It is also feeling important about yourself. But kabhi wo side mein chala jata hai, then it is taking away everything from you. I use ego also as an important topic in negotiation skills. Many a times you don't even realize that people are hitting your ego and getting what they want. So many a times in India, wo mera abhi muchi pe they become matter of ego pe jab dal dete hai, so then you are ready to do anything. So negotiation हो जाता है, वो negotiation नहीं होता है क्योंकि मेरा focus हट गया. अभी मैं किसके लिए आया हूँ, वो सामने वाले ने वो
रैशनैलिटी से इमोशनल एस्पेक्ट
में वो डाल दिया और तुमको पता ही नहीं कभी तुम वो साइड में चला गए और तुम्हारा वो ये हो गया है. Then the other things that I am fearful or fearful about failures is comparison. मेरा दूसरे से कंपैरिजन, मेरा खुद से कंपैरिजन, वो सब जो चोर और उसमें से जो मेरा एम्बैरेसमेंट आने वाला है, all that puts me out of track and gets me be fearful about the failures and the consequences. Then you give up, which is definitely not what you want. Of course, all those people who are there right now in the meeting or the BLL members, the first salute is they have chosen entrepreneurship. That itself is, keeps them away from the clutter because it's known that you are entering the zone which is not risk averse. You are getting into the risky zone. So वहां पे आपने already खुद को साबित कर दिया है. But year after year, और जो खुद को आपको साबित करना पड़ता है, लोगों को साबित, there is no place where you can say अब मैं बैठ सकता हूँ आराम से. नहीं, तुम किधर, अभी मुकेश अंबानी भी नहीं बोल सकता है क्या, अभी वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है फॉर अ बिजनेसमैन, बिकॉज कल को क्या होने वाला है, सडनली अगेन तुमको चेंज करना है, अगेन तुमको नया सोचना है, अगेन तुमको नया कनेक्शंस बनाना है, अगेन तुमको प्रोडक्ट नया बनाना है, सर्विसेज बेटर करना है. Success is not made you. Success just makes you feel good and proud about you. What makes you is your failure. So I thought this chapter will be most important and most relevant right now today to talk about. And but there are many other things in the book, and definitely
so exciting. We are all looking forward to it.
Vasundhara, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.